All right, welcome back once again to Talk With TV channel, where we bring to you back-to-back updates as the day hot. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're listening to us from. You're welcome. Please, if this is the first time listening to this wonderful channel, do not forget to hit the subscribe button. Like, comment, and share. That one, they're very important. The subscribe button. You say anytime we hit that subscribe button, you're going to receive our latest news update. As the hot, my people are not going to come again. No, this month, and finally, Ipob, they don't announce the end of sit at home in South East. Now, waiting them talk. The indigenous people of Biafra yesterday commenced the distribution of flyers and posters across the Southeast to notify residents of the cancellation of sit-at-home exercise in the region. In a statement, the spokesman for the group, Ipob, said that the exercise is intended to convey its leader Nnamdi Kanu's pronouncement cancelling Monday sit-at-home, and to inform the people that the exercise is not only dead, but will never again be invoked or deployed as a tool of civil disobedience in the group's quest for self-determination. In the statement titled Monday Weekly Sit at Home, an ugly phrase of a bygone history that must never be repeated, as echoed by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, powerful, warned that any persons talking about sit at home in Igbo land again will be considered as an enemy to the people and will be dealt with accordingly. Wonderful people, now don't hear from Oga, a more powerful intox. Anybody where they catch any person or persons and they catch where we say they talk about anything concerning sit at home, and they will be considered as an enemy to the people and will be dealt with accordingly. And it's nothing like sit at home again. Sit at home has been cancelled. That is what the spokesman, a more powerful, and the now waiting in talk concerning this sit at home, say they don't cancel and they deployed flyers and posters, and concerning the sit at home, they deployed flyers and posters across the Southeast and to notify residents of the cancellation of sit at home exercise in the region. And I waiting on Gema Power for talk say if they catch any person or persons again talking about sit at home in Igbo land will be considered an enemy to the people and will be dealt with accordingly. Part of the statement read, "It is to be stated for the umpteenth time for those who may feign ignorance of the law governing the conduct expected of Ipob family worldwide, that our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has ordered the permanent and end to Monday sit at home in Biafra land, and anybody seen enforcing this legal and non-extant Monday sit at home will be apprehended and summarily dealt with on the spot." The statement powerful maintained that the criminal elements are not working for Biafra's restoration nor the release of Nnamdi Kanu, who is unlawfully detained in the DSS solitary confinement in Abuja. Wonderful people, now they hear them now, they say this is at home where they know, say this is at home other way they may enforce. Now because they never release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and they say to you, they release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and this sit at home will not stop. The Monday sit at home, and I make Ogema Pass the talk say, even the sit at home said he's not even helping matters, and still yet Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still in detention in Abuja, and with the DSS detention, and he's still there. He's still in their solitary confinement in Abuja. And waiting on Gema Puff saying, he say he's not even working. And say the powerful, he maintained that the criminal elements are not working for Biafra's restoration, nor the release of Nnamdi Kanu, who is unlawfully detained in the DSS solitary confinement in Abuja. Those purporting to be running a Biafra government in exile from somewhere in Finland, also known as autopilot, are not Ipob members, and their activities do not represent their views of the Supreme Leader. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ranked the 5 Ipob. My people for here, they talk for here. So those purporting to be running a Biafra government in exile from somewhere in Finland, also known as autopilot, are not Ipob members, and their activities do not represent the views of the Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Rank and file Ipob membership nor ESM operative he said. He noted that the social media Biafra government in exile, Briggy, has nothing to do with Ipob and Kano. Neither does the Ipob leader have anything to do with them. Biafran struggle. Champion Ipob does not have any government in exile and will never have any government in exile, he said. People that never led a protest anywhere in the world were never detained or held meetings with any international bodies can never claim to represent our people. Wonderful people, now don't they hear waiting Oga Ipob for the talk? He said there is nothing like government in exile, and said Biafra doesn't have any government in exile, and said this is where they talk say they get government in exile. So when did they held any meeting or any protest concerning Biafra, and they are claiming that they have government in exile, that there is nothing like government in exile, and so those people are not for us, they are not for Ipob. There is nothing like government in exile or brigand. They have nothing to do with Ipob. Kano and Kano, neither does the Ipob leader have anything to do with them. The Biafra struggle, championed by Ipob, does not have any government in exile and will never have any government in exile, he said. People that never led a protest anywhere in the world were never detained or held meetings with any international bodies can never claim to represent our people. And the statement encouraged the residents of the region to help in the distribution of the flyers and posters to committees and hinterlands and cities, or signifying the refuge mass for the senseless Monday sit at home. Wonderful people, now don't hear waiting in my powerful talk, and they say nothing like sit at home again, and there's nothing like government in exile, and they distribute flyers and posters across all southeast to notify the residents of all cancellation of sit at home exercise in the region, and so that anybody that is found responsible speaking about sit at home or talking anything concerning it will be dealt with immediately, and say the person they go deal with them or say no be small thing or nobody, they no one hear anybody say if they do sit at home or sit at home is still holding or I am still practicing sit at home under Biafra agitation. They said nothing like that anybody, any person or persons talking about sit at home in Igbo land again will be considered an enemy of the people and will be dealt with accordingly. Now waiting Oga Ipob for talk. Wonderful people, now don't hear them all from Oga Ipob. We still get another small news we land our table where we say this news I say make I share on the news. I see the hot my people. It's all about the demolition of houses in Lagos. A man cries out and say my family is now homeless. A man whose 300 million mansion was pulled down in Lagos, and the same matter will be say Ogal Aloy Ejimako bin they tell the federal government of Lagos and the government they say abego, if you guys don't want Igbos again, you guys should conduct a Biafra referendum instead of punishing Igbos in Lagos. And because this man cries out, he said his house worth of 300 million and mansion was pulled down in Lagos. Chima Ezenwa, a Lagos resident whose mansion said to be worth 300 million was demolished, says he is now homeless. The administration of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu recently commenced the destruction of houses said to be in cultivation of Lagos master plan. There have been speculations that a particular ethnic group is being targeted as a result of the last election, but the government has denied this. In a video trending on social media, one of the numerous persons affected by the demolition said his house was pulled down without prior notice, and because I know say them they talk say now Igbos where them they target for that Lagos, say any house or any building where Igbo man get for Lagos, that house there under probability because then go demolition once they get you. And I make they talk say at least sometimes make our Igbo people they invest in their land and make them know they invest for another person land, and at this kind of thing where they happen now the Igbos where they there and their name now sorry because and now then where they target this time around, and the matter be say them they demolish anything house or warehouse or shop where they say na Igbo man get them and they demolish them. And now they have confronted the Lagos government and they have denied there's nothing like that and said they do anything like that. There's nothing like legalization in their state. That is what the Lagos government said. But and they still get evidence. People they complain, say their houses are being demolished without any prior notice and without anything, even when their documents are being all their documents are correct and for well appropriate. That's what they said. But Ogaloy Ejimako is saying that the government is exile and they should also talk about this matter and not be today for exile. They talk about sit at home. But I will not say again, Mapa for don't talk say there's nothing like government in exile. But now let's make the Lagos government and make them stop the demolished houses by Igbo. They should stop the legalization and by Igbo people. Wonderful people. Now here we'll go cut them for now. This is my first time listening to this wonderful channel. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button, like, comment, and share.